I'm not interested.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, guys? We are on day 2 in OKC. We had a great first day on the doors yesterday. We knocked over 80 doors, set a ton of appointments, and we closed a ton of deals. So guys, we're excited for day 2 here. We're about to head into the morning meeting with Mr. PJ. And guys, if you want to come out and be a part of the greatest solar sales force on planet Earth, all you gotta do is click the link in the bio and sign up, and we'll reach out to you guys. We'll see you. How did it go on our first day out here in Oklahoma yesterday, bro?
It was a lot of fun. We actually got out there, got to slap a couple of doors down. A lot of it came down to just simply getting used to the market, but it's a fire area. We're gonna get a lot of deals out here.
Let's go, bro. What's your goal for today?
Goal for the day, I want to get 3 solid appointments set, and then I'm focused on self-genning, so I want to lock down a couple for myself.
Let's go. All right, guys, let's head into the morning meeting. Let's get it. Guys, are we serious or are we curious about changing our lives, right?
Serious.
We're serious, right? We're serious. So I wanted to share this with you guys because I know we're serious, right? You can show up every single day, right? You can put in the hours, you can go knock the doors, you can show up to these meetings, but it's like if you're serious, there's gonna be a little bit more that you're gonna do. Like when you're in sports, right? Raise your hand if you guys were in sports, right? Most of us were in sports, right? You gotta watch film, right? So that's where it's super important to be watching ourselves on the doors, right? So like recording each other, going back home, it's like when we're showing up in the field, right? That's just a little bit, that's like one part of what we're doing, right? We gotta go home and make sure that we're studying, waking up early, manifesting the success that we're gonna have today. And the biggest thing is just we're getting paid for the nose, right? So I want us to really start tracking what we're doing every single day. When you look at stats, it's fascinating what can happen when you look at what you're tracking after a month, after 2-3 months, right? A lot of times we'll tell ourselves like, dude, everybody's a renter, dude. Like, oh, nobody's home. Like, oh, people aren't coming to the doors. Why are you telling yourself that, right? You're screwing yourself over. What you should be telling yourself is, why is everybody coming to the door right now? Why are more than half, and that's what happened yesterday, dude. Like, I couldn't believe it was like 1 or 2 o'clock. Everybody was coming to the door yesterday, weren't they? Everybody was coming to the door, it was insane, right? Why is everybody coming to the door right now? I just recommend working sun up to sundown, right? There's no other opportunity like this. And if you found a job where you could make $5,000, $10,000, couple $1,000 just for setting the appointment, it's like, dude, how hard would you go? If you could pay all of your bills for the next 2 months from one sale, how hard would you go, right? But at this point, guys, it's not about the money, it's about making it a game. And the best game to play is the game where you're winning, right? So I just want to share, it's like, I just know so many times, like we'll get out of this meeting and we just won't go straight to the doors, right? So I recommend us working the hours for the next 3, 4, 5 years and just not having any regrets 5 years from now, right? We can really, really maximize this opportunity, but there is no opportunity like this right now. So I just know 5 years from now, and I know we all know this too, that we just don't want to have any regrets. So we're gonna close 5 deals. Why are we gonna close 5 deals? And it's because we're intentional about it, right? Why are we gonna be the top team in NEVA this week? Because we're intentional about it, right? Why are we going to be really, really well rested, right? Why are we gonna feel really good? Why are we gonna have really good energy? And it's because we're working out, we're drinking a gallon of water a day, right? For the better. Momentum, right? It's gained and lost daily, right? Every single day we got an opportunity to be the best versions of ourselves, and we know exactly what we need to do, and what we need to do is get better every single day. So yesterday, 2 deals, 3 deals, right? Today, 4 or 5 deals. We already know what's gonna happen. It's going to happen. It's already happened in our mind. Let's do Prodigy on me, Prodigy on 3. 1, 2, 3, Prodigy! All right, guys, we are out here with the Nevo Prodigy team. We're in Oklahoma on day 2. So these guys are brand new to the door-to-door industry, so I'm super excited to show what we got. And let's go out there and let's go get some appointments, guys. Let's get it. All right, guys, so as we're going from door to door, I need one of you guys to like run up to the door first and knock it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes like guys will be like dragging behind me, and then like I'm the one knocking. So I need you guys to like work with me. So like as we're like going to like each door, one of you like book it up there, knock it, and then we'll go and hit it together, all right? All right, let's get it. Yes, ma'am. My name's William. I'll cut to the chase and give you the short version. You guys are using OG&E for electricity. They just had the 5th rate hike, and so we're heading to another appointment because obviously there's been a ton of inquiries about a lot of your neighbors that are upset about all these rate hikes. I think it went up by like $30 a month on average. So a lot of people are having to pick between like, do we get medicine, do we get groceries, or do we pay our freaking electric bill? How long have you guys lived in the house for?
55 years.
55 years, wow, oh my gosh. So you're like a celebrity here.
I guess.
Yeah. So the idea here is that instead of paying the utility company, you would redirect that into a much lower amount. Let's say your average bill, like you said, is $120. So let's say with solar it'd be $100, and then you'd have a connection fee of $10, right? So what's gonna happen then is, you know, 5-10 years from now when the rates double, triple, you're not dealing with that inflation anymore, and there will be a date where you're getting free power to the home. It's really just option A or option B. Option A with the utility company, you're at the mercy of them, right? They could raise the rates and now you're just paying $30 more, $360 a year for the same amount of power, and you don't have any return on that investment, right? They're never gonna write you a check at the end of the year for being a loyal customer. Whereas with solar, you would get all that money back when you sell the house because you're building equity into the home, right? So it's a pretty simple process. My job is really just to build out the energy report for you and then drop that off with an engineer. I get it, not here to strong arm you into it, just here to give you the information, pass the good word. Have you guys sat down with somebody before to see if you guys would approve for it? Really simple process though. We are meeting with 4 of your neighbors today. So our engineer could stop by. He's actually right around the corner right now, meeting up with your neighbor, Terry. Do you have 20 minutes later today, around like 2 or 3? If right now it's 3 is better. His name's PJ, he's awesome. He could sit with you right here if you got a small corner of a table, and he'll just give you that information, and then you got as much time as you want to think about it, pray about it, talk to your friend about it. If you had all these other home improvement projects going on, it's like, tell me one home improvement project where you can get a return on your investment today, tomorrow, and in the future forever. Like, that's welcome to solar. I'm gonna have PJ swing by here at 3 o'clock. I'll put you in a group text with him right now, and hopefully we can help you out, all right?
Okay.
Nice to meet you. God bless. See ya. Yeah, bye-bye. Oh, and then just the meter, is that on that side right there? It's on that side? Cool. All right, see you, Sheila. Biggest thing, if somebody says they're not interested, is to say you're just gonna cut to the short version, cut to the chase, and then just build the pain, bro. Make it make sense. The rates are going up. Heaven forbid the grid fills up at 15%, which right now it's at 13%. And then even if you guys begged for it, we wouldn't be able to do it. So you guys have won the lottery right now by not having it and still being able to do it. We want to be wearing like shorts like that. The chain, I would hide the chain for sure. I would put it inside your necklace, your shirt, and then I wouldn't walk around with a Chick-fil-A cup. I would wear the hat forwards too. Yep. All right, 3rd door knocked. All right, let's manifest them coming to the door. Ready? Exhale any fear, any doubt, any uncertainty. Hi, how are you doing? Pretty good. Are you the homeowner here?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'll keep this super short for you. Cut to the chase. We're working with a lot of your neighbors right now. You guys have a beautiful house. That's why we're stopping by before we head to our next appointment. Solar used to not really make sense. You would have had to pay all this money to get the panels set up, installed, all the permits, all the warranties.
Solar panels or?
It used to be about the solar panels. Now it's just really about if you guys were paid properly. Because right now it's like, you guys, it's like your average utility bill, would you say it's about $150? $200. And so what we're doing is just building out these reports for people. That's what the solar panels used to look like on the left there. We've got the new really low profile panels that look like that. But I would propose that you guys would put it on the back of the roof. You wouldn't even see them. And then instead of you guys putting the money that you're paying each month into the electricity, we would take that money and we would reallocate it into a much lower amount that would never go up again. Right now, you guys have no control over what the utility company is obviously paying. They could double it, triple it next month, and you guys would obviously have to pay it, right? And so what we're doing is helping you guys get that rate locked in. Have you guys sat down with somebody before? I understand. What was the biggest thing holding you back? Was it like the solar itself or just like saving money? All I would say to that is just with those other home improvement projects, are you able to get a return on your investment that saves you money today, tomorrow, and for the future forever? All right, guys, so it doesn't end until they close the door, right? She obviously was somewhat interested. It's a really good house for it, but I think the biggest thing holding her back is just the fact that her and her husband had other projects going on. She was working, timing, wasn't able to build the pain enough. So I think just trying to figure out what it is that is like holding her back from doing it. But the biggest thing, guys, is like some people have just made up their mind, you know, they don't want to do it right now. So that's where you try your best to get their contact information, and then it's just on to the next door. So we're always looking for the oil stand, you see that? So they probably aren't home. We could still try it, but it doesn't look like they're home. I like those Jordans right there. I said, I like your Jordans. I got these Hokas, I'll trade you. So the reason we're stopping by is because you guys are using OG&E for electricity, right? How long have you guys lived in this house for, if you don't mind me asking? Yep, not a lot of people that have lived here for 55 years, so you guys are probably like celebrities at this point, huh? Reason we're stopping by is because OG&E, who you're using for electricity, they just raised the rates again. It's been like 5 or 6 rate hikes in the last year. And so because of that, a lot of the homeowners are getting sick and tired of the utility company nickel and diming them. Would you say your average bill is closer to like 100 or 150, your average utility bill? And so that's kind of what it looks like for what you're paying for electricity every single month. Obviously at the end of the year, the utility company is not saying like, hey, thanks for being a loyal customer. We're gonna give you a check, right? So what we're proposing is that you guys would be able to stop with the rate hikes, and instead of pulling from the grid, that you guys would be able to have your own power source with the solar panels. Have you had anybody come by to show you how this would possibly work for your house to be a solution for you guys? Yeah, that's the thing is you wanna make sure that you have a good experience. So with our company, everything we do, we're actually the installer versus a company that just comes out here and does the marketing, right? But the biggest thing is this, you wanna have enough panels and you wanna make sure that the system gets turned on. As long as those two things happen, it's a good experience, because instead of giving your hard-earned money every single month to the utility company, $150, $1,000, $2,000 a year, you're able to put that money back into the value of your house, and it's a win-win-win in every single situation, because in 2 years, if the utility company were to triple, you would have to pay it, right? Whereas with this, it's gonna be less than what you're paying for solar, and it will never go up again. And so you do own the house, obviously, right? Yep. And so with this, you can own your power, no more renting your power. The utility bill, all we would do is look at that usage to determine if you're actually able to do it. Do you get like a paper copy, or do you get the copy of the utility bill like on the phone? We're meeting with, what was her name again? Sheila. We're meeting with Sheila at 3 o'clock. Would we be able to have PJ come back here at like 4 or 4:30 just to leave that all with you? And I'd like for your son to be here too, for sure. Is he gonna be here later? Well, tell you what, I'm gonna send you a text with my digital business card, and then let me follow up with you at 5:30 to see if your son's home. And if he's about to be here, then we'll swing by with PJ. And if not, then we'll just find a better time for when he's gonna be back, right? It's 3 things if you wanna be successful with anything in your life. The first one is you have to name it, right? So I will be the greatest top producer in the entire world in the solar industry. I will close deals today, right? My name will be on the leaderboard, right? So you gotta name it, right? The second thing is you guys have to really, really, really want it. Because if you're out here and you're like, yeah, I'm kind of curious about solar money, I'm kind of, interested in like being a part of this team, then it's like you might show up for a couple meetings, you might go out and knock a couple doors, but probably you'll just go out here for 2 hours and you'll go to the 7-Eleven, get an energy drink, and then go back home, right? So you really have to want it, and that way you'll actually go out there and you'll work 8 hours a day. You'll knock 100 doors, you'll get into as many conversations as possible, you'll go back home, you'll write down all the objections that you guys have, and then you'll rehearse how to like memorize those, right? The third thing is we have to organize for success, because if you just go out here and you're running around like a chicken with its head cut off, then you're not gonna be able to really be organized. And so that's why it's really important to track things like that. That's why it's really important to keep a journal of what you're doing every morning, every single night, what time you're waking up, what time you're going to bed. So 3 things: name it, declare it, what's gonna happen, right? Second thing, want it more than you wanna breathe, right? Third thing, organize. And that's how you're gonna make anything in life happen. Let's get it, bro. How are you?
All this camera stuff, what's all that, man?
All we do is just build out the reports for you to show you if you'd be able to save money. Takes 15-20 minutes. We're working with 2 of your neighbors right now. I could have our solar specialist swing by and drop that report off for you. They would just show you what the savings would look like, what that tax credit would look like, and then where the panels would go on the roof. Would you have 15-20 minutes in a couple hours?
Not today.
Not today? Would tomorrow work better for you?
Yeah, come tomorrow.
Okay, around the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure that they can see a clear path out, otherwise you're like blocking them, freaking them out, You want them to feel like, nope, here's the way if you have to run, I gotcha. You guys might qualify on that side of the roof. Have you guys looked into going solar? Okay, we're working with 3 of your neighbors this afternoon, just dropping off the reports. Takes 15-20 minutes. Do you guys pay over $50 for electricity every month? OG&E just did a 5th or 6th rate hike. And so a lot of people are getting tired of the utility company nickel and diming them. We don't have any choice over what they charge. And so we're offering another alternative where you guys will be able to get your rates locked in. You don't pay anything out of pocket, and you're able to have energy independence and build equity into the house. Do you guys own the house?
Yes.
Awesome. How long have you guys lived here for? Everybody's been like, I've been living here for 55 years. I'm like, that's crazy. So a while too.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Yeah, it's 50 years. That's awesome. So you guys are celebrities here. I think the panels would go on that side, and whether you guys do it or not, totally up to you. We're just giving out the information report and showing you guys where they would go. We're gonna be meeting with Eddie at 5:30, Harris at 6:30. Would 7:30 work for you guys tonight? Cool. What was the number for you? What was your name? Jamila. All right, cool. Well, you two have the coolest names in the neighborhood, all right?
Right.
God bless. See you later. I'm William. I'll shoot that text right now, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, see ya. So here's the thing, guys, like, even if they don't end up going solar, every single one of these people know people that could help them go solar, but 30 seconds there and we got her information. What do you guys think about that house? They could probably do it, right? All right, let's keep going. You see that Vivint sign right there? That means that they buy door to door. Let's book it, bro. Run up there. Hey, how you guys doing? Sorry to interrupt. I'll keep it super short for you before we get out of here. Are either of you guys the homeowners here?
Yeah, I am over here.
You are? Over here?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I was gonna say we're here to help out guys in sombrero hats, but it'll just be the guys in blue hats then. So all that's going on is really just OG&E just raised the rates again. And so what we're offering for you guys is to cover all the upfront costs for you guys to get your rates locked in with the new solar program. Before all the other companies come out here, try to sell you this and sell you that, we'd be able to help offer you guys what's called the model home program, where you wouldn't come out of pocket a single penny. It's smart ownership. It's the best thing that you can do with your money, right? With the electricity. All you're getting at the end of the next month is a higher utility bill. Whereas when you go solar, it's gonna be 30 to 40% less, and there's an end date, plus they're paying all the upfront costs and you get the tax credit. And again, that's just like rent money with this truck right here. Let's say you paid $500, $600, $700 a month forever and you can never pay it off. You would not do that, right? You wouldn't do that. That's what we're doing now with electricity. Hey, we're on your side, right? We're just here to help. If you find a reason to not do it, you're just not gonna do it, right? But if you can't find a reason to do it, the idea is that we would then help you out with getting that application submitted. You would get the site survey, we would get all the permits, we would set up the install, get it inspected, PTO, sun goes up, bills go down. So the best way to analogize it for me is like if you had a new utility company coming to town, and it's like if I showed you a $300 bill and a $150 bill, which one would you rather pay, right? If you just grab a paper copy real quick, all I would do is just take a picture of that usage. From the usage, whether you guys are using like 500 kilowatts a month or 1,000 or 2,000 in the summer, then we would put that in our software and they would build it out for you. All the numbers would come back, and then PJ, really cool dude. He'll take 15, 20 minutes with you later today or tomorrow if that works better. And then just show you all the information so you guys can take all the time in the world to think about it. I'll tell you this, by you not having it yet and still being able to do it, you've won the lottery. I just need to have you grab that utility bill real quick. And then let me shoot you a text while you're doing that too, and then just the meter. So what we're trying to do is just help you out with getting rid of all these extra charges, all these delivery fees. So you're actually paying quite a bit. This is gonna help you, it's gonna help you out a lot. That's 15 cents a kilowatt. That's one of the higher ones for sure. It's not the highest one I've ever seen, but it's for sure not the lowest I've ever seen. I'm gonna put you and PJ in a group text right now, and we'll plan on tentatively 7 o'clock. If anything changes, let us know.
Okay, good.
All right, man, nice to meet you. Looking forward to helping you out. Yep.
Take it easy.
All right, guys, so as you can see, we've literally collected about 10 or 12 phone numbers so far. It's only been about an hour and a half out here. So the biggest thing is this, like data is power, right? Knowledge is power. So you wanna have as many contacts as possible. So what I would do at the end of the day is I would put all of my contacts into an Excel sheet. All these people are going solar. It's just, are they gonna go solar with you now? Or are they gonna go solar with you or somebody else in a couple months just because they followed up better, right? So make sure you guys are collecting data and you guys have a strong follow-up game, and that you guys have a system that's in place to be able to follow up with people. I appreciate you guys, and I cannot wait to see you guys on the leaderboard. Let's go.
Sir.
All right, guys, we're in our second knocking session of the day. We've got Jacob and Devin here. We're gonna call you solar flip-flops, bro. All right, guys, here's the deal. Here's the reality of it, right? You can go out there in a tank top and your swimsuits with flip-flops, and you can probably get more appointments than anybody else, right? So I love that, bro. Just because it's like, we're just feeling good. We just feel good. So we're gonna go knock our first door right now, guys. We always say we don't know what's gonna happen, and that's our favorite part, but we're gonna go out there, we're gonna set a ton of appointments. Let's go. How are you doing?
Well, I figure you guys are out selling something.
So that used to be the case. Really what we're doing is just helping out homeowners with getting qualified for the new state power project. OG&E, they just raised the rates by quite a bit, like for the 5th or 6th time. It's who you guys are using for electricity, right? And so what we're doing is really just picking out homes that we think might qualify for the new program, and we'd be able to get your rates locked in.
As old as I am, I would never get it paid off before I die.
I hear you, but there's no age that's too old for being inflation proof, right? It's like if the utility company came out here and said you're doubling it, which they will, and possibly even triple it, you still have to pay that, right? And you see what's going on with the carton of eggs and a gallon of gas. That truck here, both the trucks, it probably cost you over $100 to fill up. Dang near, right? And so that's just inflation. So the good news is all you're doing is just getting that rate locked in. It's literally just a bill swap. It's as simple as that. So there's really, not much to really think about except for pass and go while this is still available, because the rates are gonna go up. We know the rates are going up. I saw your hat and it says Destination Zero, and I just think that this could be your Destination Zero. This is the Kelty residence.
It is.
Awesome, nice to meet you. My name's William. Sorry, I was just going like that. I'm working with a few of your neighbors, so I just want to stop by and introduce myself real quick. But then I did see the Blue Angels right there. Is that something to do with the Air Force?
Elite flight demonstration team.
Nice, something to do with flight though, for sure. Yeah, my grandpa was in the Air Force, so I thought that was kind of cool. Anyway, so obviously you guys are using OG&E for electricity, right? They just had their 6th rate hike, and so a lot of your neighbors have been inquiring about it because they're pretty tired of paying all these extra rate hikes. I don't know if you guys have noticed that on the utility bill. Have you had anybody come by to let you know about the projects that we're doing in the neighborhood?
Pretty much once a day.
Yeah, I hear you. So they send the really, really ugly ones last. Welcome. So really it's just option A or option B. You guys are gonna keep on dealing with the rate hikes, or you get the rates locked in of solar.
power.
Yeah. Have you guys looked into it? What's the biggest thing holding
Every
you?
other guy that's come here said not interested at this time.
You ever hear the book, obviously, called Dr. Seuss, where he didn't want to try green eggs and ham like 500 times, 20 times, right? And then he finally tried it and he liked it, right? So I understand that you didn't want to go for it before. You are, I understand, but you do have a pretty good roof for it. So the best I could do is at least see if we could save you some money and get your rates locked in, have you have energy independence, building equity into your house, and get advantage of that tax credit. It's like this, right? You can either, because you're paying it either way, you can either pay it from them taxing everything, coal, oil, fossil fuels, or delivery charges, or you can just take it and put it into the value of your house. Either way, you're gonna pay it, but do you wanna pay it to the utility company, or do you wanna put it into the value of your house? Hi, how are you doing? Doing good, appreciate you for asking. We're working with a few of the neighbors real quick. Just cut to the chase, give you the short version. OG&E just raised the rates again. And so we're helping people out with pink vapes. And so I noticed that you had a pink vape and we just wanted to see if we'd be able to help you out possibly. But the gist of it is this: all we're doing is helping out homeowners qualify for the new state power project, where they're getting like windmills, solar panels, things like that. And obviously with inflation now, it's killer. Whereas when you go solar, you're able to get that rate locked in. Hey, how's it going, sir?
How's it going?
It's going good. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Glad to hear it. I'll make this super short, give you the quick version. My name's Will. We're working with Nevo. We've been working with a few neighbors. I'm sure because you guys are using OG&E for electricity, that the utility rates have gone up 6 times in the last year. My job is really just to pick out the homes that I think might qualify. And again, I do have a really good feeling about this. So I appreciate you for coming to the door. We don't usually knock on doors. We're usually just sitting in homes 5-6 times a day, 6 days a week. We've been helping a ton of people out. But the idea is this right here. These used to be the old ones. Now they have the new sleek, black, shiny panels that kind of look like having a plasma TV on the roof. Yours would go on the back. And this is kind of what it looks like. I don't know, where would you say about right now you're at for your lowest utility bill? 150? And then what about in the high end in the summer months when you're using a lot of the AC? That's kind of what you're looking at over the next 10, 15, 20 years. And obviously just like rent, which you don't own, you don't rent the house, right? You own it. Right. So with that, you're able to get that equity, right? So all solar is energy independence, saving money, and building equity into the house. So you save today, you save tomorrow. It's good for the future. It's good for the environment. And as long as you guys do qualify, it would be a no-brainer for you guys. It would just be a matter of, does the house make sense, and are you guys able to save money? You know, it's crazy. This lady last night, she was wearing that same shirt. Her name is Angela, and we're helping her out. Remember that Purple Rain? Yeah. I'll leave you with this, Gregory, before we hop out of here. A lot of the neighborhoods around here are almost at that 15% rate where like they're not able to let any more people go solar. So what I would say is don't wait too long to do it, because heaven forbid the grid does fill up, and then even if you guys really wanted to do it, you cried and begged for it, you wouldn't be able to get it. So by you guys not having it and you guys still being able to get it, it's like you guys have won the solar lottery. So I'd love to at least get you guys the information. Our energy specialist, his name's PJ. He's awesome. He's been doing this for a long time, a lot longer than me, and he would just really draw a line down the middle of the paper and he'd show you this is where electricity rates are going and this is how much you would save with solar. You know, whether you do it or not, totally up to you, but I would love to see what the panels would look like on the roof. We'd do a really cool design for you. Have you sat down with somebody to see what that looks like? The biggest thing I would say to that is just for you to do your research. The biggest thing is we're the ones that are able to take that usage that you guys are using and we put that together. And we do the research to see if it's even a good fit, because worst case scenario is that you really want to do it, you've done all the research, and then it's like the house doesn't even make sense. So that's my job, is really to see if it does make sense. That way I can say, hey Gregory, checks out, the numbers make sense, let's get you that information so you can do your research. Or I would shoot you a text and say, hey, it just doesn't make sense. The roof isn't facing the right way and there's no reason to even do research because you can't even do it. Hi, how are you doing? How are you?
I'm all right.
You just getting off work?
Yes.
Nice. I'll be super quick and cut to the short version. Basically, a lot of your neighbors right now have been calling us just because of the 5th or 6th rate hike from the utility company. I saw your sign right here as you were coming out, and I said, I wish I would have knocked it, but we're here. What's the biggest thing holding you guys back? Is it just how it looks or the saving money part? Hi, how are you, sir? Hey, my name's Will, working with a couple neighbors. I'll cut to the chase, give you the short version. The utility company, OG&E, just raised the rates again for like the 6th or 7th time. So we've been getting a ton of inquiries from your neighbors. I'm sure you had a couple guys come by here trying to sell you this and trying to sell you that. So the idea here is that before they come out here again, all the sales guys, that we'll be able to help you out.
It's about solar panels?
So it used to be about solar panels for sure.
Is this about solar panels?
It used to be. Now it's about if you guys were paid properly for it.
Now
because
it's about what?
Now it's about helping you guys out with getting all the upfront costs taken care of, because you would have had to pay 15.
Still about solar panels.
If that's what it was, what's the biggest thing that's holding you back? I'm just curious. What do you think his deal was? He just wanted it really bad, but like had bad credit? Hey, I got $1 million for you. For $1 million? I know you don't need it. You got the Cadillac. All right, hey, just real quick before we get out of here. So the biggest thing is like you always want to like switch up the presentation if something's not working, or you can tell like the vibe of a neighborhood. Like right now, we just had a ton of people say solar, right? So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna switch up the presentation, and we're gonna say something along the lines of like, hey, the reason that we're still out here is because there's been a lot of your neighbors that we've actually helped out go solar that have been complaining about these other guys that are coming out here that really don't know what they're talking about, and they haven't really been helping people out. So we're the ones that are actually like the local installation company, and we're helping people out, and just want to make sure that you guys got the right information. Pretty good. I'm guessing you're the homeowner here. So we're talking to a couple of the homeowners. We've been doing some of the solar installs here, and just like the last like week or two, we had some complaints about some of the other guys coming out here, local like versus like not local, out of town companies giving false information. And so we were just coming out here to see if there's anything we do to help you guys out. We're the, again, like I said, like the local solar company. So we're doing everything in-house. Our company's called Nevo, and 3 things we're doing is just passing out the information, showing you guys how solar actually works with what's called net metering. Yeah, you guys are moving, I gotcha. That would be one of the main questions that people would have for how solar works. Let me show you right here. It's what happens if we move? How much does it cost? Not interested? Was it the making money part or saving money part? You just don't want it? I gotcha. God bless you. Hi, how are you doing? Good to hear it. Hey, we're about to get out of here, but just want to stop by and introduce ourselves real quick. We're the ones that are doing the new, you've seen like the solar panels on people's roofs?
Yeah.
Have you guys looked into it or no?
No.
I gotcha. That's exactly why we're here. Really simple process. All you're doing is taking what you're already paying for electricity, right? And you're just paying a little bit less for solar. It never goes up, never changes. You're able to take advantage of all these incentives with Oklahoma where you guys don't have to pay anything out of pocket. And as you know, and I know, OG&E, where you're paying for electricity right now, they've been having a rate hike every single quarter. And so if you look at the news articles, I'd love to send them to you. People are saying it just keeps on going on and on and on. It's not gonna stop. We're having to choose between paying for groceries, paying for medical care, and then paying for the utility. And it's like, when's it gonna stop? Hey, the reason we're still out here is because a lot of your neighbors have been just complaining about the utility rates going up. My name's Will. I'm actually working for the local install company out here. I'm sure you've had people come by trying to sell you this and sell you that. But the reason that we are stopping by is just because I do think you guys would be a good fit for it. That must be the king. Awesome. So I'm sure you guys have had anybody come by trying to let you know about solar and the utility rates going up with OG&E. It's all over the news right now. You know, I'm sure you guys are in a good situation, but a lot of people are having to pick between paying for the medical bills and groceries and then for the electric bill just because of like the 5th and 6th and 7th rate hike. And people are saying, when is it gonna stop? And it's not, right? So what we're offering is that you guys will be able to get your rates locked in. It's inevitable that everybody's going to go renewable and solar at some point, just with the rate hikes and the grid hardening and everything like that. But when you guys do it, you just wanna make sure that you do it with the right company, which is definitely gonna be us. We're not selling anything. Yeah, we're about to wrap out up here. We just had a couple people that we were helping out. You've probably heard about the utility company raising their rates again. So we've had a couple inquiries out here, and then we'll just try to help a couple more people before we get out of here. Yeah, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, you're just taking what you're paying for electricity and just paying a lower amount for the same amount of power with solar. And it gets locked in, never goes up, never changes, has an end date, and then they have the 30% tax credit. So obviously you're making money. So you pay like a couple $1,000s in taxes a year, right? So all you do is you just reallocate that money and just pay a much lower amount. And the sun goes up, bills go down. That's it. I don't pass out cards. I do a digital business card. I can send you that. Yeah.
You want to do that?
Sure. What was your last electric bill?
I'm pretty sure it was like $200 and something.
Are you serious? So with electricity, they're saying that's going to triple. It's for sure going to double, but it possibly could triple over the next 18 months. So that $200 bill, if you look at it, right, it's like it's going to go up by another $360 a year, right? I'll send you my digital business card. What's the best number for you? Yeah, I'm one of the leadership team at the company too, so we do a lot of training with the guys, but we'd love to help you out, man. Everybody's been pretty friendly. We've helped out a bunch of people, but dude, we'd love to help you out. We can do a referral fee for you too. And yeah, if you just send me that utility bill, I'll build that report out for you and we can have one of our specialists stop by tomorrow.
Cool.
Cool, nice to meet you, brother.
All right, yeah,
all right,
nice to
cool.
meet you
God bless. Yeah,
Yep.
See ya.
Be good.
All right, guys, another solid knocking session here in Oklahoma City. So we always say it, hey, docs are cops, right? And that's where oh my gosh. Anyways, he's definitely going solar, guys. We're gonna help as many people out as we can tomorrow. And as always, guys, if you do wanna be a part of the greatest solar sales force on planet Earth, click the link in the bio and we'll see you guys in the next video. Let's go. Real quick, what are you not interested in? We're selling belly button rings.
I'm not interested in anything.
What about some solar panels?